Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in drippin' orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every game day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, drippin' heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin' who day, time to put your hands up. Single stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati, jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle drippin'. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feastin' now. Fit the pounds, make the city out. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes be tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in drippin' orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move crossing on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange Apollo, bingo bottle, never stop it till the beast and know who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in drippin' orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move crossing on? Now who wanna move on? Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Tronopol. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of Jackpot Joey Burrow and Who Dey Nation. And we are coming to you live exclusively on Who Dey Nation today. So shout out to Who Dey Nation, Josh and the boys, what's going on there. So if you're looking for me on Strawberry Ice Facebook page, I'm not there. You got to go to Who Dey Nation. But if you're watching on Who Dey Nation or if you're watching on my Twitter feed, do me a favor. Go to the YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for the notifications. Every time I go live, like on Sunday, I went live and didn't tell everybody, you'll be notified. But my YouTube channel is up to 1,342 subscribers. That is awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Honestly, bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate it because if you guys don't watch this, then I have no reason to do it. So exclusively in the YouTube channel, we're also doing super chats. So if you want to support what I'm doing, give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. The Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys. So preseason's over. Thank God. 2 weeks away. The Bengals take on the Minnesota Vikings in the jungle. I'm going to be there. My guest today, Cap's going to be there. Let's get to this and start talking. Cap, what up?
Hey, I had to basically come to you live from Paul Brown Stadium.
That's the way it felt yesterday.
The searing heat. I'm not wearing anything. I'm not wearing pants. I have no hat. I have no jacket. Y'all never see me basically without a hat. I have no pants. I'm still sweating from yesterday.
Dude, it was so hot. It was so blasted hot. But it was a lot of fun, though. I'm hoping it's a little cooler next time against Minnesota. Well,
yeah, it better be. I can't deal with it. Minnesota needs to bring some of the weather down.
Yeah.
They can leave with an L, but they can leave the weather.
Right, exactly. Yeah, take the L and go home. So let's before we get into the game, let's discuss the new things that we had in the jungle yesterday. We had the new entrance that came out right by the tunnel where we sit. You had the King of the Jungle, or a JB up there. What'd you think of all of it?
I loved it. Yeah, all great additions. I've said it, on Twitter. All great additions to the tradition. JB looked great up there. I like the fact that they roll it out in the preseason because I could see that they'll probably do some tweaks.
Yeah.
The timing of things and some of the King Cap was a man amongst Arrow. Hey, we're all going to be the costume wearing, sweaty.
Well,
yeah.
Arrow was at least smart, and he didn't wear his full outfit. He just had the hood over his head. Yeah, he had a little alternate version he could do because, dude, he would have passed out. It was so hot.
But yeah, they had the tribute video to JB, and he led us in the chant. It's going to be great because I know there are some huge names that are going to be up there. So, yeah, perfect time. My feet freezes right when my eyes are closed. That's awesome. Great,
man. I'm just relaxing, getting ready.
Yeah, exactly, man. But no, there are some enormous names that are going to be up there. I'm not going to say a word. If anybody leaks it, I'm going to choke them out. It's going to be a great year for that throne. And the Tigers.
Yeah,
I don't care. Sharp football. You can kiss something.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say it. I'm disappointed. I've never really liked his mustache, and that's only because he can't grow a beard. But his analysis, I've been okay with. I bought his book, and I mean, really, dude, you got to go there. You got make fun of our new statues when other teams do it.
Yeah.
No. I don't care. I'm blocking out all the haters. We're having a good time.
Yes.
Seriously, I've been calling for. Bengo's been calling for and helping people out. We've all been calling for just getting the weirdest, craziest costume fans that we can find in that stadium. Remake, the Raiders stadium, the black hole.
Yeah, the Tiger Den. We got to get a sign.
Way less than I don't expect to see any spikes or crazy black.
No, we got superheroes. Is what we got. We got a lot of superheroes.
Or not so superheroes.
Let's
have fun.
Obviously,
you cannot make fun of us. It is not good. We love what we love.
Exactly.
So I loved it. I loved all of it. I'm glad they listened and actually included the growl, the fight song. I missed it. We were all singing it on our own.
Right. So, yeah, we weren't in tune with it. I was like, I looked at my dad going, we got to do better that next time. We'll figure it out. Yeah. But I like the other cool thing I like was Boomer getting into the crowd. That was awesome. I mean, if you guys don't know, on the Jumbotron, they have a video of Boomer trying to get everybody hyped up into the defense and offense, all that stuff. It was awesome. That was one of the coolest things, I thought.
We got loud. Now, I hope they time it better coming out of a TV break.
Yeah,
because we really brought the energy.
We did.
And that 25 on the clock, play clock, was just sitting there. And I'm like, all right, I got to save my breath. I'm going to lose my voice. And then but I got goosebumps. I love the fact we have such a rich history. We have so many amazing legends Boomer, I remember going down to Wilmington and seeing him drive from the cafeteria to the practice field, all of how many feet, just because he would get mobbed. He was Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
And all I could do was take a picture of him with an old 35 millimeter film camera. And I cherished, I've still got the photo that I had developed. Y'all don't know about developing film.
No. But, I always like that's why I always like the Polaroid cameras. That was like an instant one. That was
Aaron Doster takes some great Polaroids. He is bringing back Polaroid. But, he means everything. Chad talking about it. We've got that connection now with our heroes. And, oh, my God, I'm so glad that they got them. And there are more. There are more coming. There are more surprises for the videos on the Jumbotron all season long. Anybody that's got a chance to come out to the stadium for a game, you got to come just to see the surprises.
Absolutely. It was an absolute blast for the first time being back. And, I didn't go to any of them last year. I let my tickets roll over, but it was fun. I was happy to be back. And I got to get the Crip here. He said, what's the difference between the Bengals captain and the Iceman Strawberry Ice live on TV and Jamar Chase catching the ball on live TV? The captain and Iceman both been spotted. Oh, he's
Rip,
just
rip
playing.
shot.
I
We
don't
know
have
you're
that.
playing, Crip. Thank you for watching and seeing both of us. And
Exactly.
Marvin earlier said he saw
Yep.
Iceman.
Oh, dude,
I'm not worried about Jamar at all.
No.
I'm seriously.
Well, the thing is too, on that play, Boyd missed a block. So that kind of, again, it's my excuse, but I'm with you. I'm not worried about it. I really think he's going to be fine. And the thing I keep saying, he didn't play football for an entire year. I don't care how long, how old or young you are. You take an entire year off of football, there's going to be some rust. There's going to be something. So yep. I'm still not worried about it.
I don't even care. You know what? He probably will drop a few in the next couple of games, but then he's going to be back. You know, yeah. I'm not the man has caught so many footballs. He's made so many amazing catches. You don't just forget. You know, if you have stone hands, you have stone hands.
Right.
Jamar Chase does not have stone hands.
He's got vice grip hands. That's one of the qualities of him coming out in the draft was his hands, how strong they are. So I'm not worried about that. But I do have to get to this, and I hate giving these. I'm not going to put their names out there. That's people I talked about last week. And today I just happened to be flipping around. I got Sirius Satellite Radio, so I happened to be flipping around on it, and I didn't know what channel I was on. And I heard them. Oh, they're talking about Bengals. Oh, cool. Well, these two idiots, excuse me, not idiots, bad, uneducated people, were upset now. First, they were upset that they were forcing Joe Burrow to play in the game. Now they're upset that Joe Burrow only had 3 snaps. I'm like, it's the damn preseason. Of course he's not going to play that much. They're like, why did he even play? I'm like, dude, Kiesel, damn if we do, damn if we don't. They'd be upset either way. I know you know who I'm talking about. And I'm not saying their names because I'm not giving them credit because I don't want anybody to watch them. They're not worth it. But I just happen to be flipping around and see it. And it's just, seriously.
No.
How did you feel about Burrow only playing 3 plays? I was okay with it.
Hey, you know what? And I made the joke, you know, I'm not superstitious. I'm little stitious. Dobbins went down, and I do not believe in superstitions. I do not, you know, hey, I have fun on field goals. I'm putting my arms up in the air. You know, I say it helps. I know it doesn't. I have no bearing on the field other than the noise I can make to help make the opposing offense's job that much harder. That's it. That's all I got. But that freaked me out. Dobbins freaked me out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good. No, I'm fine. 3 handoffs and let's roll.
I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine with it. And I got to get you. I know you didn't see me because I was standing behind you, but Evan McPherson, as Orange Arrow calls him, you were standing up, whoever was standing up, and I was standing up before he even kicked it. I look at my dad going, this is going to be good. And it was good by a lot. He hit the net. It could have kept going.
Nice to finally stand there. And, hey, you know what? Same thing. People were so hard on Randy. I never agreed with the insulting names. You know what? Especially coming from some people who could have probably used the name too. The man made some great kicks. He was not a pressure kicker. He missed so many, you know, all game on the line.
Right.
And he misses.
Yep.
And basically anything anywhere near 50 and above, I realized in my head, my heart and my head, chances are not exactly good. I didn't have a lot of confidence in him and his ability to make a kick. That's just a fact. That's not anything insulting. This kid, oh man, this is going to be nice because I feel like we've got our kicker set from 10 years. Jim Breach was the money kicker. He made so many game-winning kicks. I feel like we've got that back. It's so nice.
Well, and the thing is, Evan Kickpherson is, excuse me, a lot. His confidence comes across a lot like Joe Burrow's. They're not cocky. They're just confident. And and it's like, because I asked him last week, I said, you know, at the practice, he walked out and I said, you kicked that 50-yarder. You think it would have been good from 70? He goes, yeah, probably. And it's just, nonchalant it, but it's just, and that's not arrogant. That's just, probably good. Like Joe's like, I'll be back game 1. That's what my plan is. I mean, I remember him telling that to Colin Cowherd, you know, back in May or whatever. And it was just that confidence. And I don't, like I said, I don't call it cockiness. It's just confidence. Like, I'll do my work. I do my job, what I'm supposed to do, and everything's going to work.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, we were there, and unfortunately, the Bengals lost 29-26, but it happens. What's your thoughts on the cuts today? Are you still there? Because you're frozen. Oh, there you go.
My camera's doing something fun, and it's doing it on purpose. Every time I've got one eye closed.
Just don't blink anymore. Just go like this. The whole time. There you go.
I got a fan on me. My eyes are drying out already.
So what's your thoughts on
cuts?
One I wanted to look up was Darius Hodge. I thought he played good yesterday. I think he makes the team.
Guaranteed.
Who stood out for you besides Hodge? Anybody?
You know what? I still, I got to go with my man, Travion Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the experience. He's got the ability. He hasn't always been given the opportunities, but he's been buried on a very, very good depth chart. Our running back room has been good for a while. Now that Gio's gone, I really see him being able to fill that role. I realize Perine is going to be the backup. But
not to interrupt you here, but to be honest, if my opinion right now, if Perine didn't sign that contract extension, he might be in trouble of making this team this year. But I think since
he's produced every single time he's needed, he has produced, and he's produced in a huge way. So that's not taking anything. It's not sexy. He's not, making guys miss. He's just chugging along. So I would never even say anything bad about him. I think all of us fans, the guys we've drafted, you've got Mixon, you've got Gio, and then, Perine we pick up. But he's earned our love. He's really been good. So, Arrow, Henderson, 41. Henderson, his name kept getting called.
Yep.
Like, holy cow. And I am not really good until the season starts. I'm not that great with the numbers.
Yeah.
I have not had a time to look down. Back in the day, way back in the day, in the original Madden on computer, where you could put in the entire roster, I all memorized because I had to put them in by hand.
Right.
My day, walk to school book. Yeah. But I don't, so I see a number flash on the field. I'm like, oh God.
Who is that?
But absolutely right. Taylor, but Irwin keeps just making plays. Irwin's
I think Irvin's going to make it. I mean, Taylor made that great, bounce catch, yesterday for the touchdown.
Yeah.
But that was phenomenal. But I think Irvin's got it, in my opinion. And I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel.
I think I agree with you. I don't know about Taylor. I don't think Taylor does. But they're all deserving. I mean, we are going to cut very talented players.
Oh yeah.
I hope the coaches make the right decisions. I know the fans are going to complain no matter what it is. Someone's going to complain about something. I will quietly. I'm already kind of disappointed and wondering what's going on with today's news, but we just gotta hope.
Let's bring that up here since you brought it up, and I messaged you about this. The Bengals acquired B.J. Hill in a trade today with the Giants. The Bengals acquired Hill from the Giants in exchange for Billy Price. He's 6'3", 311, fourth-year player out of North Carolina State University. Originally was the third-round picks of the Giants in 2018. Now, I'm just going to say what I told you earlier today. I don't think it's bad. I mean, because Billy Price wasn't going to be here past this year, so they weren't going to re-sign him. Unless he had an All-Pro season, which I don't think there's possible that's going to happen because Trey Hopkins is our starting center. So we got B.J. Hill here, who is a 3 technique. He can legitimately back up Larry Ogunjobi. So I think that makes our depth better. And I think Hill has done a pretty good job as far as being a backup center. I know he's got a hip pointer or something, but apparently he's going to be fine because they wouldn't have made this trade if he wasn't. So I'm okay with it. I'm not like, woohoo, what a big trade. But as far as depth goes, I don't think it's bad.
So I didn't really think of our defensive line as having an issue with depth. As I'm seeing some of the comments on Twitter, a lot of people have chimed in, and I like what's been said. I can see why everybody's on board for the addition on the defensive line, especially since was it Bengal Sands or Coach Minnick who was talking about the comparison to Wallace Gilberry. And I was a fan of Gilberry, you know, to sign him and for the quality play that he gave us for signing, you know, free. Hey, that was great. I like that. You know, if he gives us that, if he contributes that way, then it's a great trade. I hope Hopkins is 100% healthy.
Yes.
And oh man, you know, I had somebody question about my supposed insider. You know what? I've heard a few people talking about people, you know, they've been taking it a little easy on Trey coming back from injury, you know, which completely makes sense. But is he 100%? Is he 95%? Does he trust his own leg to put weight on? I've got to trust Frank Pollock. You know, I've got to trust that Frank Pollock is telling Taylor, this is what I want for my line.
Right.
I've got to trust that Frank Pollock signed off on this trade and he thinks it's a good because he's happy with Hill and he knows that Hopkins is healthy.
Well, I've
got to trust that Hopkins is 100%. In that case, maybe we win and good for Billy because he's got a chance to prove from the beginning, no carousel of coaches, offensive line coaches, people believing in him, not believing in all this mess, brand new start in a big city. I love it.
I'll play it to you this way. I think this shows, I got 2 points here. Billy Price shows how much better he's gotten this preseason. Because I don't think anybody would have traded for him last year. You know, to actually get something for him, I think that to me already shows the difference that Frank Pollock is making the offensive line. Now, to Trey Hopkins, I'm with you. When he got hurt on the last game of the season, and did not think he was going to be ready for game one. I thought Joe probably would be, but Trey didn't because the position he plays, he's kneeling down, he's snapping the ball, he's getting up, he's shifting right, shifting left, he's making a lot of moves on that knee, and for being a big guy and stuff like that, yes, I am a little concerned about it. But like you said. And Frank, I trust. If he is okay with it, then I think we're good. And modern medicine right now, dude, I mean, they can, cross your fingers. But, I mean, modern medicine, they're coming back faster than they did before and sometimes better than they were before.
It took me by surprise because I didn't think that they would feel confident enough. And that's me.
Right.
I work in cybersecurity. I'm on Twitter. Like, no one cares what I have to say. But I thought – they would maybe keep a little bit more veteran presence for that position, knowing that he has improved. He did put on some good tape in the preseason, but hey, we've had some bad injuries, some unfortunately timed injuries on the defensive line. So there is a need or room for picking up somebody who I think Pro Football Focus said he's not had a season under 70, a grade of 70. Which, early on, Carlos Dunlap had 70 grades. I realize we're talking interior, but, hey, if guys on the offensive line can, the bare minimum 70, and same way with the defensive line, we're going to be improved because we saw, 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, get rid of the worst grades. And I don't care what you think about Pro Football Focus, they have their grading system down, pretty much to a science. It's repeatable. So if you don't agree with their grades, at least what they grade on should be repeatable. So if we can improve those 20s, 30s, 40s up to a minimum of 70, I don't care how you feel about Pro Football Focus. That's going to be a better team.
Right.
So, you know what? I'm not excited, of course. I am a little bit of an OSU fan. I watched Billy in college. That probably has an impact. I know how hard he's worked. I know,
Well, I think it's good for him. I think he's got a shot at going. And you cracked me up with your tweet you said earlier today. And I know I'm not going to do it justice. I can't remember exactly how you said it, but the comparison of the offensive lineman going to New York and the national media. Do you remember what you said? How did you say it?
Oh man, I almost feel like I need to find the tweet that basically gave me the idea to restate what he had
Yes.
said. I know I can find it.
I thought
this.
I thought this just now, and I should have copied it and put it on the show, but I decided when you're talking there.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, basically, national media's been ripping us like, oh, our offensive line is terrible. We're going to get Joe Burrow killed. We didn't all address the offensive line. We should have drafted Sewell.
Yeah.
Bad habit. And but heaven forbid, we've got a player that goes to New York, a large market. Oh, hey, he's going to make an impact. He's going to upgrade their line. Like suddenly, our backup center is going to be a big piece,
a stud now.
Like exactly. You've got to be. But you know what? We should be used to that. That's how the national media treats us.
Absolutely,
all the time.
Exactly. All right, let me get to we got some comments here I want to get to. Facebook user. If you're on Who Day Nation, you gotta let StreamYard have access to your name, so your name pops up, or you just go to my YouTube channel, Sports Strawberry Ice, and you can subscribe there, and your name will pop up. But this person says, Facebook user says, I love the trade. Price just got buried on depth chart here. He wasn't considered at guard, and Hill has looked good at center. Love it. And that's the thing too, because somebody else said on another podcast that they wanted to see Billy Price at guard. I'm like, Price hasn't played guard all camp. I'm like, you don't just move him over there to guard. Orange Arrow. I think the thing with the O-line is we actually have quite a bit of depth, which is funny because every time an O-line gets cut, fans are like, oh.
Yeah, that was Bear Claw. Bear Claw in the CRI. Cry. What? I don't know what that stands for. Yeah. But yeah,
dude, I'm too old for all the initials and stuff. Yeah. I have to go to my 17-year-old daughter and ask her.
Yeah, he said, basically we've got such a horrendous line, hadn't fixed it, but the moment they trade a backup, it beefs up the other team's line. Like get TF out of here. Absolutely. I don't mind arguing with media. I don't mind throwing out, like, people can say it's a waste of time, and here we go again with the camera. People can say it's a waste of time. You're going to have some great, still shots out of this.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be awesome.
This is my Canon DSLR. It's never done this, so this better not be on its last leg. But
I was surprised mine's working. Mine wouldn't work Friday. Now it's working today, so I don't know.
There you go. I don't mind going at it with media because it's like, you know what? Treat us the same as you're treating everybody else.
Right.
Like, don't ignore all of the amazing female empowerment going on in Cincinnati, all the amazing women doing great things that don't get enough attention in a male-dominated industry. It's not just Mike Brown pulling strings anymore.
I really think he's doing very little. I mean, I think he's more of just a figurehead. I mean, yes, if there's something that he does not agree with, yes, he's got the final say so. But I really do think it's Katie and Troy that are really running. We know Katie does all the contract negotiations, which hopefully, pray to God, she'll get Jesse Bates signed here in the next couple weeks. I
don't even know if he has final say, and I say that because from what I know, he listens to his family. He trusts his daughter. He trusts his granddaughter. He's not a dumb man. People try to say things like that. Yeah. He is absolutely not.
No, he's very smart.
People want to have a problem with maybe an old school way of thinking or how long it might have taken to adjust to a changing NFL. There are legitimate debates, and anybody can second guess themselves. But we built a Super Bowl contender in 2005. We built a Super Bowl contender in 2015. Even Munoz was on board with Abuehi and Jake Fisher. Yep. He thought it was a great pick.
They just didn't work. And sometimes it just doesn't work. It just, Abuehi was a huge miss, but it happens.
Yeah.
Now, this is another thing. I did see somebody tweet this out, and Greg's on here asking if they'll trade Jordan. I did see somebody tweet that out that the Bengals were talking to some other team. I can't remember who it was about possibly trading Jordan. And that's another interesting thing. And I'll tell you this, Cap. I think I've said this when you've been on the show before. I really do. This is kind of, I guess, my hot take or whatever, which I don't really do. But I think by the middle of the season, I think Deontay Smith and Jax Carman could both be starting at guards for us. I really do believe that is a very good possibility because Deontay Smith has made huge strides, and they like him at guard more than they thought he would. And I think he's faster, quicker at getting out on that edge and getting out there in front of than Spain is. And I love Spain. There's nothing against Spain. And Jackson Carman is their second round pick, so they picked him to play guard. So I think there's a very good shot that those two guys could be our starting guards by, I don't know, October, November.
Yeah. Yeah, it could happen. I just hope, Taylor is an open-minded guy. Mm-hmm. Taylor listens to his people. I just hope I've heard Frank Pollock is a little introverted, as far as some of the relationships. Somebody actually told me that after I yelled out, Frank Pollock, we love you.
I love you, man.
Apparently, he's the opposite guy that wants to hear from random dudes in costumes that they love him. Who knew, But,
wow, who's that guy? Yeah. Isn't it obvious?
Yeah. Hey, well, I mean, you remember Taylor in the postgame presser saying, I don't know what his deal is.
I don't know what that guy's deal is.
I love it. It's still my favorite thing. But, hopefully, he's going to tell Taylor exactly what he needs to succeed, and Taylor's going to sign off on whatever Pollock needs. So if there's a change mid-year, because that is the best line they can put out, hope it happens.
Exactly. All right, let's get the orange arrow here. He said, the thing I hate with PFF is for everyone, they only like it if it grades the players well for their team, which isn't fair at all.
Yeah, I've seen people try to use PFF if it helps their argument, but then when it hurts, you're like, oh no, you're using PFF. I'm like, nah, get out of here. Like it's either all or none,
right?
And based on what little I know, offensive line is my weakest subject, and based on what little I know, and with some help of some coaches, I feel like maybe their offensive line grades are their biggest gap on what coaches see of their players and then what PFF sees of the players. Mm-hmm. But you know what? They are consistent in that grading. And I can't stress that enough. And it's important in my job and what I do. I can be wrong, but if my methodology can at least show an increase or decrease, it might not be the perfect way to go about it. But as long as I'm not changing it up in the middle, it's an increase or decrease. It's usable information. It's maybe not as valuable as details where I could say, oh, we can improve here, here, and here. It's just good or bad. Hey,
right.
I'll take it.
Right. Well, and the thing is,
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's really going to know till September 12th. I mean, you're not really going to know. But the good thing about the offensive line is they gave up one sack. That's it. Yep. And very, very little pressures. And
I don't care if it's preseason.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's a step in the right direction. Yep. And that's all this is. That's we need to take one step forward and keep going and keep. And I do think
out there think Chase Young wasn't trying to get the quarterback.
You're right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're football players.
Yeah.
What does he do? His job is to go get the quarterback. He didn't get there.
Yep.
And that was because of our offensive line. So preseason or not, he still didn't get there. So I'm not saying our offensive line is going to be all pros or anything. I mean, actually, I think Jonah Williams actually has a legit shot of being an all pro this year. I think he's going to have a breakout year this year, to be honest. The way he's looking in training camp and stuff, and he's got the best coaching he's had since he's been here. I think he's got a shot at being a Pro Bowl. But I really do think
Mama Williams is out there watching. She learned social media.
Actually, I met T. Higgins' mom the other day too. She's awesome.
Not to sidetrack it, but she is just gold. Like I'm so glad that they're in Cincinnati because I feel like we need more mamas like her in because she's helping hype up the fan base. She's part of the team. It is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, she's great. I met her Sunday. I met her husband too, and she's a really sweet lady. Now this is funny. William Roll says, "Hey, Strawberry, when are you going to get a press pass and go to the press conference?" Probably not going to happen. I'm not press. Just a fan. That's it. Just a crazy fan, but that's okay. I'm just a fan. So we got 2 weeks between now and the next Bengals game. What are we going to do?
I'm going to Key West.
Oh, can I come with you?
Sure.
Sweet. You got a box? You got a suitcase about this big? Put me in it.
I don't know what the rules are for airlines anymore. Pandemic. Dude, and everything. Like
after what we went through yesterday, you want to go someplace that's even hotter? I mean, seriously?
Hey, but you know what? I will not be wearing a suit. I will be wearing very little.
We're not wearing pants now, you said.
You're welcome for the mental image. My wife's gonna be so mad at me. No, she never gets mad, but she's gonna be embarrassed.
Your wife's awesome. I had a lot of fun with her yesterday. And one thing that was cool is I timed this out perfectly. I started at the Jackpot Joey tailgate area there in Longworth. Then I walked to you guys in the Bengals Bomb Squad, and when you and me were talking and Hubie were talking, that's when it started pouring down rain. And luckily, right there, we're under an overpass, so I was nice and dry. I liked it. So then when the rain stopped,
so much. We never have any problems with weather because we have so much coverage. It is so great to be there.
It was perfect. And then rain stopped, and I headed over to Jim's and hung out there for rest. And then, dude, my dad came with me, and I'm like, get down here early, because I said I've been here since 12. I was hoping he'd get down there at least by 2 or something, because I wanted to get in early to see everything.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Well, he started heading down about probably 2:30, 3 o'clock or whatever. He parked so daggone far. At the end of the night, dude, we walked. It took us literally a half an hour to walk to his car. I'm like, oh, are you serious? Luckily, I had my nice new Bengals shoes on, so they were nice and comfy, though.
Dude, I almost slept in lot 1. I was so whipped.
Oh, dude, I was so tired.
Oh, my jacket still isn't dry. It's gross.
I believe that.
All you people who want to take a picture with me, I really appreciate you, and I apologize on those hot days.
They're like, wow, Captain Obvious. Captain Bengals captain.
Yeah, who knew he was so dirty? I knew. Ask me, I'll tell you.
Exactly. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna let you get on out of here, and we will be. Oh, just to let everybody know, we will be doing this. I guess I'm doing it exclusively in Houday Nation on Facebook. The rest of the week, I'll be on my own Facebook page and always on the YouTube channel. But pretty much after the day after a Bengals game. So obviously they play on Sunday. We'll go live on Monday. They play on Thursday. We'll try to do it on Friday. And Bengals captain's going to try to get on every show. He's kind of a busy guy, but he's going to try to join me. We'll discuss the games and what we saw, what happened. Hopefully it'll be a lot of wins. And actually, we did have a question here real quick. I do want to get that for you, and I just forgot about it. Somebody wanted a season prediction. Do you have one, or do you even do predictions?
I've said 10 wins.
10 wins?
I've said 10. I really think this year is the year we're going to reverse the injury luck. We're not going to be bottom 10. People try to say, well, you jinxed us, whatever, we've got injuries. We will have injuries. We are going.
It's football. You're going to have injuries.
Yeah, we're going to miss important pieces. That is going to happen because it happens all over the football field. But how many years ago? 2-3 years ago, everyone in our division was top 10, top 7 in injury luck. They were the healthiest teams in the NFL. We were bottom 10. You can't compete. The data shows that those bottom 10 teams do not win games, and they very, very rarely make the playoffs. So you're already behind the 8 ball going that route. I think it changes this year. I've not seen 5 years in a row anywhere. I've just, glossed over the data, but this is the year, Joey B is going to be healthy. We're going to have receiving threats healthy, running back threats healthy, defensive line healthy.
Aside from Joseph Osai, that's the only major injury we got, which is good. I mean, I hate losing them. It sucks, but that's it. I mean, so that was my biggest.
Yet. Now, if we start missing 5 guys off the defensive line, come on. Yeah, we can't. Yeah. Nobody can. Very, very few teams can afford to get an entire position group wiped out. What I say on wins last year?
Yeah. Do you remember?
I feel like I said somewhere around 9.
I was at 8-8 last year. That's what I said at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I obviously very optimistic.
Yeah.
But you gotta think it's that freaking Chargers game.
Oh God,
we
had that one won.
Give us better officiating, we win that, and maybe we get on a better roll.
Who calls a PI on AJ Green? Seriously? Like, come on. That's just who calls that? You know, and just think, Cap, if they did not call that PI, Jackpot Joey Burrow on his first NFL game leads his team on a game-winning drive.
Yep.
How huge would have that been? And that's what he did. They just called pass interference, and then Randy Bullock.
2018, the offensive line ended the year better. That did not carry over, so that affected my prediction. Mixon was hurt. That hurt. Obviously, Joey B going out was just a wreck. And I think we all expected AJ Green would have, the time off.
I thought he'd be a lot better last year.
He was nowhere near the same dude. So that was a completely different team than what I was expecting. Mm-hmm. And you know what? If it's a different team this year, then it's going to be a struggle. But one of these years, they're going to have the same team that we expect.
Yeah, I'll say this too. And I've said this on here before. If Burrow does not get hurt, I think we got a very good chance of winning 5 out of the last 6 games.
Yep,
I really do, and we would have been pretty darn close to 500 then.
Yeah,
and if Burrow's there, because dude, we were winning that Washington game. They were throwing that ball all over the field.
Yep.
Unfortunately, obviously he got hurt, but as soon as he got hurt, it just deflated the football, and they were done. But that's the thing too. That's the thing too, Cap. As I've said this. This is what drives me nuts with the national narrative, and I'll keep bringing this back up. But if the Bengals make that jump and they go to 8-8, 7-9 last year, then they go, hey, the Bengals they got better. They're almost 500 team. They made that jump. This year's the year I think they're going to make the playoffs. Instead, they're all saying, well, you guys didn't make that jump last year. If you make the jump this year, then next year's your playoffs. Like, no. I think we can do it. I think we can do it this year. I really do. I don't know if we're going to or not. But I think we have a shot at it. I mean, and I really do think we have a shot at being 4-0 going into Green Bay. Or Green Bay's coming here, but going into that game. You know what I mean? I think there's a chance. And it's not just me talking in my orange sunglasses. It's a legit shot.
I don't care, because guess what? Everybody else has their colored sunglasses. We're allowed to have ours. I don't care. Right. I'm not ashamed of it.
Exactly.
We go, we have fun, we cheer on our team, but legit, there's talent there.
I agree with you on that. And Edward says the D is going to be great this year, and we're going to score a lot of points. Bengals can be very hard to stop this year if they stay healthy. I mean, and that's the same thing with every team. You got to stay healthy. But the thing is, too, I think we are more deep. We can handle it a little better. Now, like you said, if we lose 5 defensive linemen, if God forbid, if Joey gets hurt, it doesn't. And people get all, we got to get a better backup quarterback. I'm like, really?
I just knocked on wood, and it's got the dogs barking. You said that.
Yeah. Well, mine usually starts barking too. But I mean, if we lose him, it's over. So it's just, injuries are injuries. Sometimes you can't overcome them. It's just the way it is, man.
Had to yell at the dog. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Crip says, laughable to hear sports media talk bad about Mike Brown being a bad owner. He has been a billionaire business in a small market for over 50 years. Mike Trop, go Mike Brown.
No critic out there could have done the same thing, even if they inherited the team.
Yeah.
None.
I mean, the 90s sucked. They sucked.
Terrible.
They're awful.
Ask Willie Anderson.
Yes.
And if you guys haven't listened to the Behind the Mask podcast with Tequila Spikes, Willie is great at dishing some stuff. And I think we're finally so beyond it and seeing the new era.
That's
we can finally talk about it, shake our heads, laugh, cry. But Willie's got some great stories.
Yeah. I mean, since 2003, since Marvin got here, it's been different. No, we have not won a playoff, but it's been totally different. And I keep saying this in just the last 2 years, like, Cap, we literally made a trade that's going to benefit our team today. It's not that we traded a guy and No, we made a trade. The Bengals, okay, let's go back to the 90s. They don't make trades. We don't sign free agents. We don't do any of this stuff. We've literally done all of that in the last 2 years.
Yep.
So, look at that. Things are changing. And I can't wait for this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Section 158, the Tiger Den, we gotta get a banner. We got to work on that. Get the banner. It's going to be a blast there. And like I said, you guys make sure you join us every Monday. We'll be doing this. I do my show every day live at 5:30. So, Cap, anything you want to say to end this before I let you get on out of here?
No. Hey, everybody have a good couple weeks off, and hope to see you on opening day.
Absolutely.
Who day?
We'll be there. Who day? All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, one thing I want to talk about, because if I'm trying to get Chad Brendel on, and I'd love to get Justin Williams on from The Athletic to talk some UC football, but UC football is playing their very first game against Miami this Saturday. Now, it's going to kill me. We'll have a hard time watching it because Prince Ice, if you guys saw my Twitter today, we're working on something for his wedding. His wedding is this Sunday, but he's smart. My future daughter-in-law are smart. They planned it on a Sunday where there's no Bengals game, so I don't have to worry about that. But the Bearcats are playing Saturday. They're 8th in the country. Desmond Ridder has a shot at being a Heisman Trophy participant. The Bearcats have got at least 4 to 5 first-round players on their team. Like I said, they're starting out at 8. And Kirk Herbstreit, I love it. He is backing the Bearcats up. This is awesome. He went on, pardon my take, I think it's the Barstool guys, and basically made a bet and said, look, if the Bearcats go undefeated, they're in the playoffs. And they're like, there's no way over a top 5 school that has 1 loss. He goes, yes, if they go to Indiana and they go to Notre Dame and they win every other game, yes, he goes, they're in. God, I hope he's right, because I'm a Bearcat fan, but I'm also a jaded college football fan as far as where my school is, as far as the conference we're in and the things that have happened. I hope Herbie's right. I pray he's right. I have a feeling they will still leave us out. I really do. But Kirk Herbstreit knows a little bit more about football than I do, college football that is. So hopefully he's right and the Bearcats will go undefeated and get in that college football playoffs. Because you guys remember last year, I don't know how long everybody's been watching me, but last year, right after they announced the Peach Bowl, I went on my show and said, I think the Bearcats have a shot at beating Georgia. And Georgia fans went nuts on me. How do you think that's going to happen? I said, we got this 5-star, we got this, we got that. You guys play in this conference. I said, I'm just telling you, we got a good team. I couldn't base it on 5-star recruiting players. I couldn't base it on our past history. I couldn't really base it on anything. Just me watching my team and watching Georgia. I think we matched up pretty good with them. Turned out I was right. We still lost, but we gave them a lot better game than they thought we would. Now you have an undefeated team coming back this year, where every major player that was on that team last year is back. They didn't lose anybody. They lost nobody. So the Bearcats are a legit college football team. I know we play in the AAC. I know. We can't do anything about it. That's the way it is. That's why they're going to Notre Dame and they're going to Indiana. And I will tell you this, and I've said this before on my show, if you go 2 years undefeated, I don't care what conference you're in. That is hard to do. And yes, it shouldn't count for this year's what we did last year. Just in general, if you do that, that's a hell of a run. Not many teams have done that, no matter what your conference is. So Saturday, Bearcats are playing against Miami, and some of you say, is it a rivalry? Like, yeah, it's still a rivalry. I know we beat them. It's 14 years in a row. I think the last time that Miami beat us, Big Ben, that was his rookie year in the NFL. That's the last time Miami beat us. So don't get overconfident. Yeah, go out there and do your job, but it should be a victory, and we will keep the victory bell in Cincinnati. And I think I heard that in the history of our rivalry, because it's one of the longest non-conference rivalries in history, that Miami is up by 1. Well, I think by this Saturday we will be tied. So we'll see what is going on. And all right, let's see here. Let's get to the chat here. You guys are asking stuff about the Bengals here still. Let's see here. Would have loved to have gotten Minshew for a backup for a 6th-round pick. There's no way I'm giving up a 6th-round pick for a backup quarterback when we have Brandon Allen. I'm sorry. Brandon Allen is an adequate backup. That's Crown. You're not, get out of here. Nobody wants my autograph. Edward, Zach has grown as a play caller. He's a great players coach. Yeah, there's a lot of people and a lot of guys like him. Like I said, if they did not like the coach, they wouldn't have showed up for minicamp when they didn't have to. Chris B, I agree with you, Ice. The conference is biased. You talk about the college football. And like I said, I hope Hurt Street's right. I just have a bad feeling that they're going to keep us out. Because last year we didn't lose a game, and we dropped. I think we went up to 8 or 9, and then we dropped. I'm like, how are we dropping when we're not losing a freaking game? Don't put us up that high then. That's what it's your conference. Okay. Our conference didn't change. If you moved us up, how do we drop when we lose? I don't get that. I know they said the conference, but it's still the same damn conference when you put us up higher. Edward, what's up? College football is going to be about who has the money. Several recruits not even playing yet, making millions plus now. Hopefully the Cats can make the playoffs this year. Yeah, I'm really curious of how this whole thing's going to play out with the players making money. And I agree they should be able to use their likeness. It's going to be the Wild Wild West right now. They're going to let it go, see what happens, and then they're going to start putting some clamps on it or something. They're going to figure to try to hold it back somehow. I don't know what they're going to do, but that's how it usually goes. They let it go wild, and then okay, we gotta hold back in the check stuff out. Doggy says because my schedule sucks. It's the conference, brother. I can't help it. We damn near beat you. You had to hit a 57-yard field goal to beat us. Yeah, our schedule might suck, but we still almost beat you. Should have beat you. Steve, what's up? Did some OSU players just got a free car from Columbus dealership recently? I have no clue. I don't know. If Jeremy, my co-host, was on the show, he would probably know. Now, people ask me and message me about Jeremy. I did not fire Jeremy. We're not upset with each other. Jeremy is working about 10 to 12 hours a day at his job, his actual job. So that's why he's not on here. Hopefully, he said by November, it should slow down. Well, we'll see. Almost doesn't matter. Yep. Almost doesn't matter. You're right. But you know what, Doggy? You guys started to respect us after that, unless you're Alabama. It doesn't matter to a certain extent, but hey, I'll give it to you, Georgia fans. You started respecting the Bearcats after that. So, yeah, we didn't beat you, but almost matters a little bit. Just a little bit. Wiggle it just. Oh, sorry. Start getting me singing songs that probably shouldn't be singing on YouTube. All right, let me get to the Facebook groups that usually let me live stream. And maybe people share to it. I don't know, because like I said, today I am doing it exclusively on Who Dey Nation. So if you guys have not joined Who Dey Nation, I'll tell you to go join the group there. Josh and the boys do a great job. But the other ones that it might be on, the other ones, I don't know. Well, normally they get live stream on there, is Bengals Nation, Bengals Who Dey Nation, Cincinnati Bengals the Jungle, Bearcat Country, Ohio State, Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trenopole. That's TRENNEPOHL. TikTok is at Iceman90. And as always, if you look up Sports with Strawberry Ice, you can find me. As Chris Carter would say, Google me. Actually, if you Google me, you find some stuff now. It's kind of cool. YouTubers, my originals, I love you guys. I'm up to 1,342 subscribers. That is awesome. And yes, I say it every day because it's awesome. I love that I keep adding more subscribers and people like what I'm doing. And we have fun. And that's what this is all about. Have fun and, enjoy being sports fans. Enjoy being Cincinnati fans. That's the only reason I'm doing this, because it's fun. It's cool. I love doing this. I've been wanting to do this forever. So this is great. And I appreciate you guys. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook and watching the show and everything. Also, you can check out the podcast, which I'll be pulling out sound off later on tonight and putting it up there. It'll be on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please do me a favor. Make sure you rate, like, and review. Give me a 5-star review. Download it. Like I said, the downloads are starting to rise up. I love it. I am very excited. All right, let's see here. Doggy, I got to get you. Now you're giving us credit. We're gonna beat Notre Dame. I hope so, dude. I don't know. I got to see a couple games. I think we got a shot. Listen, I thought we had a shot to beat you. So we got a shot to beat them. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. Facebook user. Anyone want to discuss the 5th and 6th wide receiver position battle? Irvin has to make the roster. He has caught everything and gotten smashed doing it. Yeah, I mean, dude, I think our 5th one is Michael Thomas, and I think Irvin's our 6th. I really do. Trent Taylor's done good, but I think Irvin has won the spot. My opinion. Let's see here. Like I said, if you're watching on Houday Nation, which looks like you are Facebook, you got to get StreamYard access to your name, or you can just go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, and you comment there, and your name will pop up. Let's see here. He got popped and didn't hold on to it again against Washington, but you must have not been watching that game, dude. Who are you talking about? Talk about Irvin? He got popped in that game and held on to it. Oh, the one Chase Trout. The one Chase Trout. There's less than 3 less than Chase. Yeah, Chase has had some issues. Yep, Chase has had some issues. Like I said, I'm not worried about Chase just yet. Hadn't played football in a year. That's what I keep saying. And it would have been nice if Zach would have thrown him out there for one more play. But like I said, I really do think Zach just wanted to get through the game and be healthy and move on to Minnesota. That's where I think he's at. So we will see what happens. Like I said, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up this week. I don't know if I'm going to do a show Friday or not. Probably most likely not, because my son's getting married. So my son getting married kind of puts a little damper on trying to do a show. Got to get this queued up. So, it's got to stay posted. We'll see if I do a show Friday or not. I'm not sure. I do have Bobby Nightingale. He's going to be on Thursday, and we'll be discussing the Reds. Try to get some more people on here Tuesday and Wednesday. But as always, as my boy, Jeremy Dimebag D's Nuts always says, remember one thing and one thing only. And that is, you don't live in Cleveland. You live in Cincinnati, so act like it. Houday! And that's just sports, baby. See ya!
Let's go. Stripes, 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 stripes. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast disobey, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, Houday, we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle, we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Houday, when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash in the jungle, dripping heat. the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin' who that? Time to put your hands up. Bingle stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Blue day in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle drippin'. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feastin' now. Fit the bounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in the drippin' orange and black and white.